It's great to see you. Grab the mic. We are live. How we doing?
Doing great. Really excited to be up here with Sean and 50th anniversary of the A10. And this is always an awesome kickoff to get everybody feeling good about the season.
Because you get to see us, right?
Get to see you.
You're four of us.
I know Sean bumped into you in the hotel last night, and you guys helped him with the phone charger.
He bumped into me. Yes, we helped him out.
Thank you for doing that.
But anything for the Wildcats, anything for Sean Logan, who I think when we step inside a building for a media day, there's always excitement for the season. But you, sir, have got to be really excited because of what you've gone through. For those who don't know, you had an ACL injury.
Yep.
I know that's been a battle back, but we're all excited to see Sean Logan back on the floor. How has this process been, and how much are you just looking forward to first week in November?
It's been hard. It's been a grind. I couldn't be more excited to get back out there. Should be cleared pretty soon. But to be out there playing basketball again, I've been itching. I've been itching to compete, itching to get out there. I'm really excited.
You always have the most unique vantage point of something like this. What can you say about this young man, the way that he's battled through things?
It's been a unique perspective because you see the highs and the lows of it, and you're not breaking down film right now, Sean. So I'm reading his body language in practice, and the one drill he can get in, and how he responds when it doesn't go perfectly, and you see how badly he wishes he were back to the full health that he'll be in very soon. But he mentions the itch to get back on the court, and you see it. But we kind of joke about some things, but like we talked about using this 9 months to get better things beyond basketball and like little life habits. And I think Sean has attacked this so well in so many different ways that he's a better individual as a result of this, and he's going to be a better player as well.
Take me through what the rehab process is and what you kind of go through on a daily basis as you come back from this, because I don't think a lot of people at home realize just how much work goes into recovering from this. And I mean, your legs are probably still different strengths right now, right?
Yeah. So last I checked, it was about last I tested, it was about a 20% deficit. That was about 2 months ago now. So I think I'm getting back to closer together. But on the basis, early on, it was about like hour and a half, 2 hours a day in the training room, doing rehab, doing BFR, which is just torture. It's what it is. It's like it just cuts off your blood flow. But it's just a lot. On top of that, it's just now coming back to more agility stuff. Now also on the court, shooting, stationary stuff. Just a lot. So
how long did you go without touching a ball?
Only like a week, really. Week and a half.
He's become like a really good juggler.
Yeah.
So he's finding
Really?
Again, I mentioned life.
Yeah.
Like,
great juggler now. Like whenever they used to warm up, I would just take some balls and juggle. I'm almost at 4 balls. I'm almost there.
Wow.
4?
Yeah. I'm almost there.
Now, when we talk about the Wildcats and the latest on this Davidson program, one of the things that I find is cool is you had a little mini camp with one Steph Curry over the summer.
Did Steph go to Davidson?
Yeah.
He went there?
So how did that all come together? What was that like?
So Steph is not just an alum; he's an assistant GM, along with Matt Berman, one of our great alums and friends and donors. And when we were kind of going through this process of endowing some funds and this assistant GM role, the idea was thrown out by Steph. And we worked at it throughout the summer. And his trainer Brandon Payne lives not far from Davidson. And we see him from time to time, and he's a big part of Steph's development and Steph's daily process of improving as a player. And it worked out perfectly. You don't really realize like what being a superstar is in terms of the time that's needed everywhere. So I think when we did this camp, which was in the second week of July, Steph had just played in the Pro-Am in Tahoe. I can't remember the name of the ACC or the AAC, whatever that golf tournament is. And I think like a week later he was with Under Armour in Asia. So He was incredible that he was able to take several days for us to go out there, have 3 different sessions with him, player development work, training, playing pickup, playing FIBA rules 3-on-3 with Brandon Payne, his trainer. And it was so cool to see how he wasn't just going through the motions. I mean, this meant something to him, and he wanted every player to walk away feeling like they had a relationship and feeling like they were better. And it speaks so much to Steph. But I think what Steph shared throughout those 2 days working in a gym with him was what the Davidson experience meant to him and why it was so special to him. And I think all of our guys heard that, and I think it's going to allow us to have a special year.
So how much does he get involved? Like you say, assistant GM, when people think about general manager, it's like the guy assigning, this budget goes here and we need to go with this player and we're talking to this. How much is he involved in the data? It's hard during the season, obviously.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's involved in the day-to-day. We have a great general manager, Austin Bunce. But hey, I think he follows us really closely now. He's always followed us, but I think being in this role, he's got a little more skin in the game. And, when we get a commitment, we'll send him the highlights and he'll respond and he'll know about the kid. And for example, Sam Brown is a transfer we have from Penn. And we bumped into Steph. He's like, hey, I hear you guys are going to get Sam Brown. We're like, yeah, we are. It's great that you heard that through your NBA circles with Sam's dad having been an NBA coach for a while. So it's making an impact.
Talk to me about some of the newcomers you got coming in. Who's looked good? Who's impressed you? Who do Davidson fans want to know about?
We got 7 new guys. They're all 8 new guys, including Big John walk-on from managing. They're all great. We got 3 freshmen.
Why don't you talk about the freshmen? That'd be good.
Talk about the freshmen. Ian Plateo. I don't know how to say his last name. I don't know how to say it.
It depends on who you're talking to. Ian Plateo from Barcelona.
Big 6'11", almost 7 foot. Could really pass the ball. 17 years old. Great kid. Reminds me a little bit of myself as a person. Like when I first got to college.
So he can't juggle yet, but in about 3 years he's going to be able to juggle.
If he puts in the work, I think so. I think he gets there. And then we got RJ Greer. Really shoot the ball. Really tenacious. Yeah, like that word on defense.
You've also expanded your vocabulary last year.
No, I've been reading up. And then Devin Brown, he's a character. Got a not great goatee, but athletic and
wow. That was. I hope he hears that. Man, not a great
athletic,
goatee.
Didn't know the direction this would go in.
Yeah,
but I love it.
Like his facial hair is better than.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. It's like you can't really even see it. It's like blonde. Yeah, great player. Really athletic. Yeah, I think the freshman will be really good.
So great player, bad goatee. One guy can't juggle. We're learning a lot about the Davidson Wildcats here, man.
That's right. You know what? I'm a guy that I wanted to ask you a little bit about that stands out because of his all-conference accolades last year that you bring in is Sam Brown. What can Sam bring to the table? Not to mention the genes.
Yeah, such a cool recruitment because you speak with and you get to know his father, Brett Brown, who, as you guys all know, but he was on the bench when and as assistant coach to Greg Popovich for the dynasty of the San Antonio Spurs, and then was the coach of the process and in Philly. And Sam has been in the gym his whole life. He's been around some of the best players in the world and in basketball history for many of those moments. And that's how he plays. He plays like very experienced. He kind of has like an old man game. He goes at his own pace. Nothing speeds him up, but he can really shoot it. He can really score it. He has the ability to be a great playmaker, and he's just very physical and tough. He was tremendous in Ivy League play last year, averaging 19 points a game, and he's got that gamer about him. And we think he's
not an easy league to do that in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It's back to back.
It's back to back. And I mean, when you average 19 points, you're going to be the guy circled on everybody's scouting report. And I've talked to some other Ivy League coaches, and they said he's the only guy we changed our ball screen coverage against, and we had to do this and this to try to stop him because we felt we had a chance to win if we were able to slow him down. So when that's the mentality you're seeing on a game-to-game basis, it gives you you see things differently every single game, and it just expands your ability to read the game and play different ways. And we think he's going to be a pretty darn good player for us.
Sean, the biggest thing for me about your story that I really love is that, one, you've kind of encompassed the entire Matt McKilla cycle, right? Like you committed to Davidson when his dad was still coaching. You stayed here when the transition obviously happened, and now you're heading into your senior year, and you're still a Wildcat. It's not – I don't think it's that often that you see guys that stay at a program for 4 years now. So why are you still here, and what is it about Davidson that has made you want to make sure that this is going to be a lifetime thing for you?
Yeah, I love Davidson. That's been here for so long now. Feels like forever. But yeah, it's really just TCC is what we live by, and just staying with that, trust with Matt. The culture we have as a team is just great. Every year I get new brothers, and I wouldn't want to pass it up for anything. So I couldn't imagine leaving.
One of the cool things this guy did, for those who don't know, is you're a New Jersey native.
Yes,
That's
sir.
that's
Yep.
actually
Mm-hmm.
home for both of us now. But you linked up with former Wildcat Billy Armstrong at Hoop Dreams Camp
Yep.
to work with kids this summer. So tell us a little bit more about that, because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really a spur of the moment thing. Like, my sister was at the supermarket, I think. Was wearing a Davidson t-shirt, and Mrs. Armstrong came up to her and was like, "Oh, you go to Davidson?" And she was like,
Wow.
"No, my brother does. He plays there." And it's like, "Oh my God, I'm running a camp down the shore where I was, and you should tell him to stop by tomorrow." And so I stopped by for like an hour.
What
hour and
town?
a half.
Down the shore.
Long Beach Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brant Beach. It was great. It was nice. Talked to kids a little bit, played some one-on-one, little shooting competition. Got beat a couple times, but that's okay.
Hold on, the kids beat you?
Yeah. It was like elementary school kids. Just,
Oh man,
That's
not.
it's okay.
I thought we added to your game this summer.
Yeah,
when you
no,
were-
can't win them all. It's all right.
That's all right. Coach, we talked a little bit about Sam Brown. You bring in Parker Friedrichsen as well from Wake Forest. In terms of what accompanies this guy, between your small forward, your power forward positions, and what you were looking for, what can you tell us about when you went into the portal? How you tried to go about your process, and what did you bring in there when you look at what you've got?
We really felt we needed to have a great backcourt, and obviously everybody thinks that and wants that, but experience helps. I remember hearing midway through last year, someone just listening to one of the coaches in a press conference talking about you win in the postseason with experienced guards.
Mhm.
We guys just talking about this.
He talks about it
Okay.
basically every show we do.
And last year we had good guards, but they didn't have a lot of experience, and I believe that's something, in addition to many other things that we have, that I think are strengths this year on our entire roster in terms of our depth and talent. But when you talk about Parker, and he hasn't been able to show at the college level what he's capable of, and he will, and he's showing it daily in our gym. And Sam, just very experienced. They can both play on and off the ball. And we have a kid named Nick Koval who redshirted for us last year, and he is really good. I always say it every day. He's the toughest guy in the gym. Unbelievable work ethic. But I think if he did not redshirt last year, it would help us win games. And I'm excited about the depth at almost at every position that we have, and some of them are transfers. Sean mentioned our freshmen. Beyond the goatee that they apparently give Devin a hard time about. Devin was a state player of the year in Ohio, won a state championship. He reminds me a lot of Mike Jones. Mike Jones was a great player for us, graduated in 2022. And he reminds me a lot of Mike. RJ Greer, who, interestingly, his father is Ricardo Greer, is an assistant at Dayton. RJ's a sniper. He is tenacious was the word Sean used. And then Ian Plateo, our freshman, was the MVP of the Under-18 World Championships, leading Spain to a gold medal. And the talent level of those three is I stated it to our fans recently at an event. Like it could end up being the most talented pound for pound freshman class, incoming freshman class that we've had since we've going to the A10. So we add that to the improvements of our returning guys and the excitement of these transfers that we have. We've got a lot that's really making us leave the gym at night feeling exciting.
I think this era is really interesting for programs like yours that are going to be able to have access to maybe a higher level of freshman recruit than you've had in the past. Because RJ Greer was committed to NC State initially, right? And then,
the coaching change,
ACC program coaching change, and now he's at Davidson, right? So, and you just mentioned Devin Brown, state player of the year at Ohio. 15 years ago, are you getting the state player of the year at Ohio? He's probably ending up.
Jack Gibbs was. So
fair
that one
fair.
time,
yeah, maybe. That fair point. But
not often.
You're able to get with a lot of these top programs targeting juniors and seniors off of other programs' rosters. You're able to bring in guys that may be a little bit better that you can kind of develop and grow and build into players that maybe end up being a Sean Logan one day.
Yeah, and I wish I could tell you this was some master plan or like that's our strategy. It's been changing year by year. And our goal is for everybody on their team this year to help us come back and make a run next year to the Final Four. That's what we want. But you get to a point where there's guys leaving, or you don't sign freshmen early, and you have to do your best to bring in the most talented guys. And there was never a moment where we were like, let's wait and sign 6 guys in the spring and 4 of them be transfers.
Right.
But then you step into the gym in late June, early July, and we knocked it out of the park from a character standpoint for 7 newcomers who fit Davidson College, fit Davidson community, fit the way we play, fit the environment of our program. Now, can they do that when the bullets start flying? And can they do that when, whether it's an injury or a bad game or a tough loss or some noise from the outside, can they continue to be those guys that they've been from when they arrived in June? That's going to be the challenge, but we're facing it head on, and we're gonna attack that.
Matt, you brought up the point that the Atlantic 10 is celebrating 50 years. You bring a unique perspective because of your dad, and you play for your dad, and this place has been such a huge part of your life. Now, as the coach, as a guy who played in this league, for those out there who are watching, who may not be able to share the same, they're definitely not going to be able to share the same perspective as you. How would you paint the picture of the Atlantic 10 and what this league means?
So I'm really glad you asked that. So I actually did not play in the Atlantic 10. I graduated in 2006 when we were still in the Southern Conference. But my senior year, we played at home against UMass, and we played against St. Joe's at home. Now, UMass obviously is no longer in the Atlantic 10. But I remember being a senior in college, and we got A10 teams coming in our gym to play against us. And we always had a really competitive non-conference schedule, but to get home games against St. Joe's and Phil Martelli, and maybe I can't remember who was the UMass coach, Bruiser Flint. That was special. And fast forward a few years, and I'm an assistant coach as part of this. We essentially took a new job. We didn't move offices. We didn't move locations. We're now in a different league. And to have those teams come into our gym game after game, you kind of pinch yourself when you think back to what our old locker room used to look like, and what the bus trips we would take to some of the Southern Conference schools. It's really special, and I'm very blessed and fortunate to be able to lead this program in this league.
Guys, good luck this year. I hope that the goatee gets a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's watching.
Poor Devin.
And if he's not, if he's not, I think he's going to hear something.
He's really good. Let's make sure he's really good. He's a really good player.
Goatee.
Really good. Really good game. Not the best goatee, as you just said. Thank you, guys. Good luck to Davidson this year.